traveling December. I want to read this message here. He says, "Hello, Joyce. Please, I want to be anonymous. So I have about 12 family members. 5 years ago, I could conveniently pay our trips back to the Delta. He says, we lost one person who passed away a few years ago. So now we are 10. One person moved out. We were talking about this July this year. To be honest with you, which I honestly think is a little bit of a problem, is we're all still making money, but the cost of things is really forcing us to make changes this end of year. So, for example, only 2 people will be traveling this end of year. Why? The expenses so far between July this year and November this year already tells us that we'll all be hungry by January if we travel in December." Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your message. I appreciate. Like, Nigeria is really getting Nigeria is kicking people in the face. Are you traveling this December?
Yeah, Joy, the truth of the matter is, it's like the village people will come and visit me this time.
Why?
Yeah, because, that's the truth. Because, traveling this year, is something else. You know, normally we do pay like 30,000, but now I don't know how much it is. That's the truth.
Wow.
Even me, as I'm talking to you, my brother has a wedding, but I can't attend it because it's better I send him the money than for me to travel. How much would I pay going and coming back just to spend like 1 or 2 weeks in the village?
Yeah.
So it's better I send him the money.
Okay.
That's the truth. The money is more important than my present.
My advice to people, Mazude, is stay where you are. Enjoy yourself wherever you are. Everywhere is the same.
Yeah, but people have family that they want to see.
That doesn't mean anything. You can talk on phone.
Uh-oh.
Yes, there's video call. And
honestly, the roads, for those who will be traveling by road, I feel for them because when you get to Benin, the road situation there is terrible. And the bypass is nothing to write about. And while you're trying to navigate through the rugged terrain there, you get robbed.
Oh.
So we're not just talking about the deplorable road situation, we're talking about the security situation. But I'm very, very pleased that there is this Lopanta market around close to your state where kidnappers were holding sway. And the governor has been able to do something about it by making sure that that market becomes a daily market. People are no longer allowed to sleep there. So kidnapping has stopped. So let me just use that word for now.
Okay, this is a message from Chris. He says, when I visited Lagos in April, I made plans for my family to visit Lagos for 10 days this Christmas, while my wife will visit her family down the east. The hotel cost moved from 35,000 I got then to 55,000 for a suit. You say Accra to Lagos, 65,000, then 85,000 now. Wow. You know, a few years ago, I made a road trip to Ghana. It was less than 20,000. It was like 12K or 15K. It was less than 20,000. In fact, I didn't even believe how cheap it was. When I got back, I was telling, why don't you guys go on vacation? It's like, we don't have money. Like, it's bloody cheap. Like, go to Ghana. So now 85,000. You say a family of 5, transportation is probably going to be about 500,000 to and fro. Hotel for 10 days, 500K. And then you say you also have school fees in January, running into millions. So we stay back for the 3rd year in a row. So I think this is December gets to really test your resolve, because there is December expenses and then what happens to you in January.
Okay, I'm traveling January for my club member father that died. So about I have fear. Benin bypass is gone, and there is a street that you will pay 100 naira into 8. You go reach the last one before you connect the expressway. You now pay 500 naira. If you don't pay, either your windscreen or your mirror will break.
Wait, but it's 100 naira for a car.
As you are passing inside the street, yes.
100 per car, so it's not too much.
100 for car as you are passing.
Yeah, it's not too much. Okay, it's just that you have to pay 8 times.
Yes, you have to pay 8 times. The last place that is night point, you now pay 500.
Oh.
Before you rejoin the Benin bypass.
Oh, I see.
Another one, second census of Nigeria, and the issue of cash crunch is making many people that may not travel. Another one, the issue of kidnapping. There is a people waiting to say, enter. If you enter, then go kidnap the person. Christmas for me is no longer interesting like 20 years, even only 5 years ago. If say no, because of this, my club member that I must be there as a secretary, because before they go find me, and for some I relax because me myself, as I carry that my motor, I will carry my koboko because I don't know what will happen. May God help me whether I go park my motor enter public bus because this extortions and the hold up another thing. Me I want to share me. I don't know how to do, but we must travel. We that are coming from from that coming from Chuku, I put not less than 50,000 naira. At least I go reach 2 days before I come back. Except that I have a stomach personal because of that. There's nothing to celebrate. But I will enjoy Oba. I will enjoy Ofo-Ogri. I will enjoy Ofo-Oluku. That's why I'm traveling too.
Well, good
because
for you.
you don't think it's much last year where I go to the remembrance of my younger sister that died because of NIA on the 1st of March 2021.
All right. Good for you.
I personally am Yoruba anyways,
Okay.
and I even love to travel with my friends from the East. But the truth about it is that it's very hard. You know, I've had invitation like two that I turned down. But what I feel we can use this medium to speak is to call on Eastern governors to put security for people traveling home. Because the truth is that you can't hold money with your family and you are scared of kidnapping, killing on the expressway. It's too bad. Why will the Easterners people be planning against themselves? People that have worked hard all through January to December, and they're coming home back to their residence, to their hometown, and they're scared of their people kidnapping them or doing something bad to them. I think we should use this medium to call on the governors of those eastern states, especially the transit states, you know, to do something about it. It is very important. I know sometimes when I get to Onitsha by 6, our drivers don't go again. They will tell you they can't go. I've slept in, there's a particular filling station in Onitsha that I've slept there no more than 6 times if I'm traveling for a project.
Wow.
Once it's 7, they don't go.
Okay.
They don't go. These are things we have to put because.
Yeah, but you see that the kidnapping part, it's a mix. It's
it is. It's
a mix. It's not just the Igbos that's kidnapping. It's also people.
Yeah, I'm not pointing the but if we are going into there, I know the Hausas, the Fulani, but there is a case of armed robbery too.
Yeah.
They do armed robbery. You know, there's lots of armed robbery activities on the expressway, and sometimes it results to killing. Some people even deliberately hold money in case they are being robbed. They submit what they have so they can spare them. Because people that don't have money, they kill them sometimes.
Crazy stuff. All right.
Yeah.
For me, I don't have any plan of traveling because of the high cost of transportation. Even my son that is schooling in the East, I've told him that he's not going to come back to Lagos, because I've calculated how much he will spend coming and going back, and I have to spend for him here. So by December, he will be going to Imo State. My relations are there. After celebrating with them, he will go back to school, and I will buy things here and do a deal for him, so that I'll be able to pay other school fees, after the celebration. Because I've calculated if we go and come back, it's going to be very tough for us during January.
Was the last travel we embarked on. My daughter was supposed to sit for an exam, a Navy exam at Jos. So I went with her and my husband. We spent 3 days on the road. And she got to Jos on the day of the exam. In fact, I don't even know how she was able to coordinate herself before they checked her into the Navy barracks and everything. We were exhausted. We were tired. When we got to Abuja, Our driver had to park and say he was not going again. But because we knew too well that she was going to have an exam that morning, we had to look for another bus around to 2 in the morning. We saw about over 30-something checkpoints. We got to a place because the driver had paid so much at the checkpoints, different ones. He said he was not going to pay. And the people in uniform, the army, said he should come down and start packing sand at that ungodly hour of the morning. So I can't risk it any longer. I can't.
Okay.
The road is bad.
All right.